Good day guys, welcome back to the channel and thank you all for your support all this time. So today I'm sitting at 410 subscribers, which is really good for the channel. So I want to thank all of you who have supported the channel, and for those of you who have not yet hit the subscribe button, please do so. Alright, so today we're going to talk about the luggage system that I've got on my Suzuki Vstrom. So I've had some suggestions or requests from a couple of the viewers, and they wanted to learn a bit more on the luggage system that I've got on my Vstrom, and I figured today will be a good day to share what I've got, my setup, and hopefully that will be beneficial to you. And also I would like to thank everyone for your comments on the video that was released last week on the foot pegs that was installed on the Vstrom, and a lot of you had given me a suggestion that I should bolt on the screws using a bit of Loctite. Now I've taken that on board and I've done that now, so hopefully those screws will stay in place and will not come off, but otherwise we're good to go today. So if you're up for learning more about my luggage system, stay tuned. Okay, just to give you a brief overview of my luggage system. So essentially I've got the SHAD SH23 Panniers systems, I've got the SHAD SH34 Top Box, I've got a bit of a luggage strap here, I carry this pouch wherever I go, it's really handy. I've got the Givi Tanklock bag, and I've also got these bags that go on the Crashbars, which I purchased from AliExpress. Now I'll dissect this video and talk about one system at a time and give you a better idea. Now with any panniers and top box system, there's often always a debate. The debate is whether you go with hard top cases or you go with soft luggage cases. Now obviously there are pros and cons to every combination that you use. I decided to go with this plastic hard cases for the Vstrom for a few reasons. Number one is I use the bike to commute to work once or twice every week, so I didn't want something so bulky, but that also meant that I needed the storage to be safe. So for that, taking that into account, I had to go with a hard case system. But even when you look at the hard case systems, you've got options whether you want to go plastic or you want to go aluminium, and there are various combinations out there. The aluminium ones are obviously going to be more expensive, they are more bigger, a bit more bulkier, whereas the SHAD SH23 Panniers system that I got, I think it's really, the size isn't too big. I think they're only about 23 liters each. So roughly you could fit a backpack on one side, you can fit toolbox, a bit of clothes, so it's enough for what I need. I can put my laptop in there if I'm carrying my laptop to work, a pair of shoes, you know, water bottle, my lunch box, and if I'm going for long rides, you know, I use one side of the pannier, you can fit most of my luggage. In the other side I could put my toolbox and so on, and then in the top case I can put the remaining of the clothes, camera gears and whatnot. So depending on how I travel, I normally mix and match and put things in different locations, depending on how far the journey is and so on. But another strong reason why I went with the SHAD SH23 Pannier system is because they are cheap. So the whole idea of my setup is I wanted something that is budget friendly and something that if I broke it, it will be relatively cheap to replace. So the SHAD SH23 Pannier systems, to get the two panniers, it's only going to cost you around $300 for the set. So it doesn't cost much at all in terms of money. The racks cost you about $250, so all in all about $550 you got the panniers set up for you. And if you have a crash, you drop the bike, and if you break the panniers, it's no biggie because essentially you can replace them for $250 to $300. So that's one of the reasons I went with it. Now, having said that, when I move forward in the future, and now I'm starting to really like long rides and adventure riding and so on, in the future I might decide to go with a semi-rigid pannier system or a soft luggage pannier because they don't break, all right? And also if you tip your bike, the soft luggage act as a protector for your bike because they take most of the impacts. With the hard case luggages, what happens when you drop your bike, it cracks, it breaks, it may actually ruin your journey because you may not have a storage system for you that to use. So something to keep into mind if you're going for long distance travel. If you break the panniers, you have to probably use a lot of rope to get you to your destination. So just something to keep in mind. But for me, for this setup, I wanted something budget friendly and something that sort of works for me. So this actually works pretty well. Now, just to give you a bit of a brief idea on how this pannier works. So hopefully that's clear there. So essentially all the three systems use the one key because they are shared systems, so you get with the one key to open all three. So essentially there is you put a key in here and it opens outwards. So when it opens outwards, you got quite a bit of space there. At the moment I've just got some cables, cloth and knee pads for my bike. Now it's got a relatively deep cover as well, so you can put plenty in there, and the same goes for the other side. Now in order to release or to remove these panniers is also quite easy. I'll just put the camera around and show you how that's done. Tilt this down a little bit. There you go, hopefully that's clear. So essentially what you do is there's a lever here, you pull that lever, lift this part up and the box comes off relatively easier. And then if you're camping, you could use that as a stool, something for you to sit on, a small bench, I don't know, a cutting board, depending on what you want to do with it. It's there, it's easy to use, and you can remove it from the bike relatively easy. Now this is the brackets that hold on. So essentially they bolt on to the standard luggage provisions that is provided on the bike, and then they go on to your passenger foot pack. So the whole set comes, and essentially you can still carry a passenger. As you can see, my foot packs are still there, and it's relatively quite comfortable for the passenger for sure. So there you go, a very simple rack system, and to mount it, it took me about I think it took me about an hour all up, and then it's never gone loose. I've had it now for about 2.5 years. It's never gone loose, it still sticks there, no issues whatsoever. So relatively easy to take in and take out. Now moving forward, let's go to the top box. So at the top box, I've got the SHAD SH34. So I assume 34 means 34 liters, but I might be wrong. Anyway, if you're looking in terms of size, this thing fits one full face helmet relatively easy. Alright, so to open it, again, it's using the same key. Bang, and there you go. It will fit a full face helmet, and I think you can, the weight loading for this thing is about 12 to 13 kilos. You can carry luggage in there. So that's pretty good. Now again, talking about the top box, is again a quick release system. So all you do is you push this one in and the top box comes off, and you can remove it from your bike. So just going to remove and put it there, and the top box is there. You want to clean your bike, you want to travel without it, it's a one button quick release system. Now that we are done with the panniers and the top box, let's move forward to the tank system. Now I've done a detailed review about this in the past. I've got the link just up there. Please watch the video on the tank bag system. But this is a Givi tank bag system. It's a 5-liter system. Again, this is also a quick release. You see that red notch there, you pull that up. I'm doing it with one hand, so it's a bit hard, but essentially you pull that up and there you go. It comes off, and you've got the rings there. Now with the tank bag, now that I've picked it up from the ground, it's got quite enough of space. So essentially in here you can put your wallet. I put all my camera gear, things that I need for the ride, some snacks, stickers, camera gear, my asthma pump, whatnot, and it all sits here. And as you can see, to put it, so the only thing with this is whenever you're going to refuel, you have to remove the tank bag so that you can access the fuel tank here. And you need to buy this ring, which is specific for the bike type, so they're not universal. You have to get the right one for your bike, and I've got the links down below if you need them. To put it back on, again, it's a quick release system. You can do it with one hand, and there you go, it's on. So it is locked in. So fairly simple and functional system in my opinion. Now moving on, I've got this cargo net. Now this is an Oxford cargo net. You can get it from most of your motorcycle shops, or if you want, you can get it from Amazon. I've got the link in the description below. Now this cargo net, it's just got clips like this, and you just clip it onto the side of your pannier brackets there, and it holds on. So what I like about this cargo net is it's quite big, so if you want to carry a spare helmet, you can put a spare helmet in there. If you're going to carry a backpack, or if you're going to carry a duffel bag whatsoever, it will sit in there. So saves me from having to use ropes and so on. So as I was mentioning, they stretch quite a bit, and you could put quite a bit in there. So I quite like this. It's a game changer. So definitely think about getting one of this. Makes life very easy, and it's very, you can sort of leave it there on every day, and it's pretty good. Now the latest addition that I've got is these bags here. Now these are cheap bags that you get off AliExpress. They're about $20 a set, and essentially they've got Velcro tapes, and they just tape on to your crash bars. They are waterproof. They are water resistant, I would say, not waterproof, and they've got these water resistant zips. You can open them. It's got quite a bit of space in there, and essentially what I use this for is to put, like, you know, tools, maybe your things that you need if you're in an emergency. So maybe your first aid kit, your tools, tire puncture repair kit, my lock for the bike, and so on. So things like that, and they're quite, once they're there, they're there. I mean, it's not the best quality, and it's kind of alright, I suppose, for what you need it to do, but you can obviously get better options out there if you want to spend a bit more money. This is just something cheap. I'm just trialing out, and it works. So now the last thing that I'm going to talk about is a pouch. Now this pouch, again, it's from Amazon, and I find this pouch really, really helpful when I'm traveling. So it sort of it's got quite a big, I think it works up to about the waist size of 46 to 48, so it's relatively quite big. It is a waterproof pouch. So what I use the pouch for is normally to put my mobile phone in there, my wallet, and then I attach it to my body when I'm riding, and I know it's with me all the time. So, and if you come off the bike, and if you know, God willingly, that this doesn't happen, but say you get into an accident and you are riding alone, and if someone finds you, at least you've got all your stuff there and you are easily identified. Because generally when I ride, I don't like to put anything in my pockets because they restrict my riding and how I sit down. I don't feel comfortable. So a pouch, and then you put it to the back, works a wonder. So a relatively good pouch. If you are interested in it, you can find the link in the description below. I'll just show you what it does very quickly. So talking about the pouch, you've got a zipper at the top, you've got another layer inside there for some other items, you've got a zipper at the front, and then you've got a zipper at the back. And what I like about it is you just put it like this, you can put it to your side this way, and it's quite seamless. So that's the beauty about having one of these. So definitely something to consider. So there you go guys, simple video on my budget friendly luggage system. So again, just to wrap up, the SH23 Panniers, SH34 Top Box, Givi Tanklock system, some AliExpress Crashbar bags, and then a luggage strap here, and my trusty pouch that I use for my travels. So here you go, a very simple setup. Now talking about pricing, as I mentioned to you, the top box, the panniers are about $550. That's with the brackets. Fairly easy to install, took me about an hour, easy done. The top box, I think the top box is about $150, and then the brackets is about another $150, so $300 for the top box. This one here, you can get them for the whole set about $200 with the brackets and so on, $200. This one, the Crashbar bags, about $25, pouch $20, and the luggage strap $15. So all in all, you've got this full luggage system for under $1,200. You get a full luggage system like what I've got, and I think it actually looks quite good. So you can see it does justice to the bike. It's all black. I do like it. I do like how it looks, and I have seen quite a few people that have actually used this system. If you want the links, they are in the description section below, and hopefully you find them handy. So again guys, thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you find this helpful and find it handy. And again, if you have enjoyed the video, please give me a big thumbs up. Help me build my subscriber base, 410 today. And you know, if you've liked the video, please give me please subscribe to the channel. Do share the video with your friends and family and all other people who are riders like me and you. So I would really appreciate that, and I will see you in the next one. See ya.